want you, don't pick up my clothes. That's one thing I never had them do. Never had a woman pick up my clothes from the dry cleaner. No, Lord. Boy, you break up with them, your clothes will be. Some will be at Salvation Army, some will be at Goodwill, and then some of them might be on another man. Give your shoes and stuff to another man. I ain't never let your woman that you ain't married to pick your stuff up from the dry cleaner. Unless you engaged and living with, and you know it's going somewhere, because your stuff will end up right at the...
First time.
It will end up at the Goodwill, Salvation Army, and the Boys Club. You see a you see a kid wearing a pair of Ferragamos. Like, man, them look familiar. Them look like, man, them look my shoes, man. You know. Yeah, man. You know. But, you know, so when you tried to hire the sister, she wanted to be a personal assistant.
Personal assistant.
How personal assistant did she want to do? That's what I'm saying. I'm hired the job description. Didn't you put the job description?
I gave it to her.
Okay.
Gave the job description. No.
She tried to turn the job description into what? Something else?
Something else. Personal assistants. Actually, I know, you know, she said, I know you need office assistants, but you also need personal assistants. I said,
what? That didn't even sound right.
It didn't sound right. I said, hey.
Well, nah. That don't work, Doc.
Nope.
Man, you know.
So, man, we got to show up, man.
We got to show up, Doc. If we don't show up, you know, how can we compete for jobs if we don't show up? And then we want to blame everybody else.
We can't. We getting extinct. And actually in the job world out here, we getting extinct, man. For real.
Yeah.
I mean, for real, you walk in departments, you walk in the bank now. How many black tellers do you see in the bank? You know what I mean? In corporate America, we as blacks is getting extinct. I mean, I'm sorry to say, but we're gonna be in your neighborhood. We're gonna be on your neighborhood corner. We're gonna be at all your neighborhood nightclubs. We're gonna be there.
Yep.
That's where you can find us there.
Oh, we know.
But where we gonna be at? Where we gonna be at in work in America though? Where we gonna be at? What position we gonna play in work in America though? Man, we gonna be extinct, man. We all can't be athletes, man. We all can't be football and basketball players, man.
Right.
That's real.
That's
we can't.
real. Everybody want to be a football player, a baseball player. You know, it don't work like that. You know, shoot, be Medea. Shoot, get your own business.
That's right. Create a job.
Create a job. There's so many things you can do out here. People giving away furniture and things online, Craigslist. Be a junkyard dog. You might find some jewels in there. You know, they say another man's garbage is another man's treasure.
See, they got the movie Storage Wars on now.
Oh, yeah,
Storage
Wars,
where the dudes be bidding on them storages.
Yeah.
Yeah, them dudes be making major bread. How many black people you see on there doing it with them though?
Hey, yeah.
Them dudes be hustling. They be hustling.
The next man is going to get the position that you are in. But we know that coming up from a child, because you know your parents always told you it ain't fair out there. It ain't. Life ain't fair. It ain't fair. So you have to go. You have to go get it. You have to be persistent at whatever you want to do. But then we want to blame. We can't blame others. We can be anything we want to be. You got a man, a black man as president. If you want to own your own business, you can do that. If you want to be a scientist, if you want to go to Harvard, you can do all that.
Right.
You know, we got to take advantage of it.
Show up.
That's
You
how
ain't got
about
know what's going on, but you there every day.
That's right.
You know,
every day.
Yeah, every day, man. Every day. Man, you know, I was talking to my wife the other day, man, and I was just like, I don't know how I made it by myself in business, 2 businesses, 1 business for 16 years, 15 years by myself, and then trying to open up another business. I was talking to my wife, I'm like, I don't know how I made it without you, but I know I had a lot of grace, man. And you know, I got my wife, and they say he who find a wife find a good thing and favor in the Lord. And I'll be a fool to tell you, if you have the right woman, man, you know, on your side, man, it takes a lot off of you. If you have the right one and you got some real good help, and it's a better life. But I don't knock the life that I lived before. I have fun. I lived, so I call it living. But now I'm really living because I had that peace in my life. But I'm like, wow, I got through.
I mean, that's all learning. You have to learn though. If you will never be nothing if you don't go through something. You got to go through something to be something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if you always if you was born with a silver spoon in your life, you know what I mean? You don't know the value. You don't know the value of life because you had everything, always had everything coming up, growing up, and all that. So you never know the value of nothing, of the precious things in life that we take.
Right.
You don't know the value.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's really and the thing is with working and all that, the first thing we go to work for is for the money. We get hired for the money. We thinking of income.
Right.
But when people get to calling off and all that,
right.
It's like you go to work for the money. So if you don't work, you don't eat.
Right.
That's been said a long time ago. If you don't work, you don't eat.
It says
so,
that in the Bible, don't it?
Yeah. So why would you call off? Why would you just throw your job under the thing and you ain't got another job coming?
Right.
You know what I mean? Why? But
People live, you know why? You know why? Because people live for the day. A lot of people don't, they can't see 5 years from now. They can't see 2 years from now. You have to have a plan. You have to see yourself doing things. They can't see past the hour. They want to get the next club.
It's this.
And what it says?
Instant gratification.
Yeah.
It said a man that has no vision. Perish.
For the lack of knowledge.
For the lack of knowledge.
Yeah, my people.
You better have some. Yeah. He know it. He verbatim. Okay. You know, but we blame everybody else. We blame everybody else.
It's easy to do. It's easy. It's easy to blame. It's easy to blame than take responsibility. You know what I mean? It's hard to be responsible. It's hard to. It's easy to blame somebody. It's easy to point the finger. That's the easiest thing in life to do, is to point the finger.
Yeah.
I didn't do it. So-and-so did. That's the easiest thing in life to do.
Instead of looking
It's
at
not my fault.
right.
That's the big one. It's not my fault.
It's not my fault. It's unfair. It's
So many
people don't
excuses.
care about that. Go ahead.
There's so many excuses that are out there, but the big thing is accountability.
Right.
Accountability. You have to be accountable to yourself. You have to be accountable to those around you. You just have to be accountable.
I think they missed that step, the accountability.
Yeah. Accountability.
Altogether.
So
They don't hold themselves accountable for anything. So why would they hold themselves accountable for anything else?
Exactly.
You know
right.
what I mean?
Right. Well, you know, this is not, you can't have this pity party. Oh, woe is me. Because that ain't going to get these bills paid. Am I right, Wood?
No.
Is that going to get, I ain't never heard that getting the bills paid.
Bill man don't care whether you're working or not. They want their money.
They want that SRP.
Yeah, they want their money.
Right.
They don't want to hear no story
Right.
about nothing.
They don't want to hear how somebody got their foot on somebody's neck.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
No, you got the foot on your own neck because you don't want to get up in the morning. That's, you know, that kills me. You know, I don't get it. I don't get it. We got to make some sacrifices, man. People aren't ready to make some they're not ready to make the sacrifice. But they see what you got, and then they say, oh,
Now
man,
they feeding for what you got.
you know, they oh, man, he think he all that and this and that. Well, you worked hard for that. Whatever you want, you can have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they knock you for it because they don't have.
Right.
You have the haves and the have-nots. It was a low
You know what I'm
percentage,
saying?
but there are some.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They get in
so
there,
rare.
they see the hustle, they do their job. Next thing you know, they got one. They're on their way to franchising their own McDonald's or their own Wendy's.
Well, they done told you they can do it.
Right.
Remember the Malcolm? They say Malcolm started off flipping burgers. Now Malcolm got in. He done went to management.
Yeah.
Now Malcolm got a McDonald's.
Yeah.
Is his name Malcolm?
Calvin.
Calvin got a McDonald's.
Yeah.
You
That
know,
was a positive.
they-
I was talking about Malcolm X.
But you see, they cut that.
oh man, Malcolm, Marvin, you know his name, Calvin. Well, Calvin got a McDonald's,
They did.
and he started in the bathroom. Sometimes you got to start in the bathroom.
That's the